Hollywood can be a brutal place. One minute you're the toast of the town, and the next, you're yesterday's news. Sometimes all it takes is one bad role to derail a promising career. Here are 10 roles that made once promising careers come crashing down like a botched stunt on a Michael Bay set. From the successful American Pie series, Chris Klein seemed to have a bright future ahead. But Rollerball, a remake of the 1975 classic, proved to be a one-way ticket to obscurity. The convoluted plot centered on a deadly sport that was a mashup of roller derby and basketball, and it failed to resonate with audiences. The film was a critical and commercial disaster, amassing a pitiful 3% on Rotten Tomatoes. Behind the scenes, reports of reshoots and on-set conflicts further added to the movie's woes. For Klein, this was a career crasher, and he struggled to regain his footing in Hollywood post-Rollerball.
You must never kill a tyrant unless you made an arrangement with his successor. You do see what I mean, don't you?
Yeah. It means I'm not done yet.
Taylor Kitsch, known for his rugged charm on Friday Night Lights, seemed poised for a meteoric rise. Enter John Carter, the sci-fi epic from Disney that landed with all the grace of a Martian spaceship crashing into a Waffle House. The plot, revolving around a Civil War veteran who gets transported to Mars, was as hard to follow as Kitsch's character arc. Reviews were less than stellar, with a paltry 52% on Rotten Tomatoes. The film's monstrous budget and dismal box office returns branded Kitsch as a risk, damaging his leading man status. However, it wasn't all doom and gloom. Kitsch took the blow in stride, refocusing on smaller, more critically acclaimed projects.
My right arms! No! I don't fight for anyone.
Mike Myers, the man who brought us Wayne's World and Austin Powers, ventured into risky territory with The Love Guru. The plot revolved around a self-help guru helping a hockey player get his mojo back. The film was critically panned for its slapstick humor and borderline offensive stereotyping, receiving a scathing 14% on Rotten Tomatoes. The audience reaction was lukewarm at best, with many finding Myers' character grating rather than amusing. The film's poor reception and subsequent box office flop sidelined Myers from leading roles for several years.
Are you all right? I'd like to thank the Academy. Wow, these things are heavy. Yeah.
Put me down, a-hole.
Okay.
Hayden Christensen, once the darling of indie cinema, took on the role of Anakin Skywalker in the Star Wars prequels with enthusiasm. However, the wooden dialogue and stiff performances didn't endear him to fans of the franchise. Christensen's portrayal was met with criticism and even resulted in 2 Razzie Awards. Behind the scenes, Christensen reportedly struggled with the media attention, choosing to retreat from Hollywood after the trilogy concluded. With a Rotten Tomatoes rating lingering at 51% for Attack of the Clones, it's clear the force wasn't with this one. Nevertheless, we're glad to have Hayden back on screen now.
Leave everything else behind while we still can.
Don't you see? We don't have to run away anymore. I have brought peace to the Republic. I am more powerful than the Chancellor. I can overthrow him. And together, you and I can rule the galaxy. Make things the way we want them to be.
Elizabeth Berkley, fresh from her wholesome role in the TV show Saved by the Bell, dove headfirst into the NC-17-rated Showgirls. As exotic dancer Nomi Malone, Berkley's performance was labeled over-the-top and cringeworthy. Critics and audiences alike were taken aback by the film's explicit nature and lackluster plot. The film tanked, earning a meager 22% on Rotten Tomatoes and multiple Razzie Awards. Unfortunately, Berkley's promising career took a hit, and she never quite managed to shake off the showgirl stigma.
We take the cash, we cash the check, we show them what they want to see.
Maybe you are a horror crystal, but I'm not.
You and me, we're exactly alike.
Fresh off her Oscar win for Monsters Ball, Halle Berry signed on for Catwoman, a film that promised to catapult her to action stardom. However, the movie turned out to be a perfect disaster. The plot, involving an ancient Egyptian cat goddess and a villainous makeup mogul, was as bizarre as Berry's feline outfit. The film clawed its way to a 9% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, with Berry herself jokingly accepting a Razzie Award for Worst Actress. While Berry's career didn't completely capsize, the Catwoman debacle definitely caused it to wobble.
You boys thought you could come in here and steal all these beautiful things? What a perfect idea.
Eddie Murphy, known for his comedic genius, couldn't save The Adventures of Pluto Nash from becoming a stellar failure. The movie, set in a lunar colony, involved a nightclub owner tangling with the lunar mob, a plot as silly as it sounds. The film bombed spectacularly at the box office, earning a chilling 4% on Rotten Tomatoes. Murphy's career went into a slump after the film, and while he made a comeback with Dreamgirls, the Pluto Nash disaster remains a blemish on his illustrious career.
Hey, wait a minute now. Oh, now, I think you done found something there. Look at that, honey. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at me.
Jake Lloyd, who played young Anakin Skywalker in Star Wars Episode I: The Phantom Menace, had a promising career ahead. However, the intense backlash from fans and critics put the brakes on his acting journey. Despite grossing over $1 billion worldwide, the film received a lukewarm 53% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Lloyd, unfortunately, bore the brunt of the criticism, causing him to quit acting and leading to a difficult life away from the limelight. Yes, sometimes Star Wars fandom can be that toxic.
Your thoughts dwell on your mother.
I miss her.
Afraid to lose her, I think.
What has that got to do with anything?
Everything. Fear is the path to the dark side.
Following her Oscar win and her star turn in Thelma and Louise, Geena Davis seemed unstoppable. That is, until she hit the rocky shores of Cutthroat Island. The pirate-themed adventure, despite having a promising plot and Davis's strong performance, was a box office disaster. Its notorious failure, coupled with a paltry 38% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, led to a downturn in Davis's career. Thankfully, Davis found success on the small screen and continues to be a respected figure in Hollywood.
Sweetheart, I promised I'd take care of you.